Wow, today has been one of them days. I've been trying to get rid of a desk for some time, and nothing was happening, to the point that Facebook was like, is this even still up for sale? And the answer was, yeah, it's still up for sale. And I had people, on the marketplace asking about it. And one person was turning around saying no, the next person no, the next person yes. And then they decided no. Right when they were here, they decided no. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And then the next person comes through and they decided, literally while they were here, they decided, no, this doesn't work for me. And I thought for sure they were going to. And they're like, no, it's not going to work. So whatever. And then I was starting to get this feeling that it just wasn't. And then all of a sudden, this lady named Cindy was amazing. I was like, whoa. I wasn't for sure that she would even totally follow through. And because all these other people, I'd had like 10 inquiries, and 10 plus inquiries on this thing that was like boom, 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 no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. And her husband came in and said, yeah. And I thought for sure they'd say no because I couldn't take it apart, because in the middle of all of this mental, I misplaced the piece to the tool to take it apart, and lo and behold, it was still able to go into their car, and I felt blessed by Cindy and her husband, to the point that I'm hoping that eventually something can happen later on. Who knows? I'm leaving the door open for them for whatever works for them. I don't quite understand what they do. There was another lady who was getting ready to come out, and I was like, hold on, let me find out, make sure these people are for real. And they were. They were not backing off. They just were not familiar with the area, being from not just out of town, but out of state. And I'm talking some of these people that were coming in and saying, no, we're coming from out of town. And these people, I was like, whoa, they were serious. So I guess my final point on that is that you can't decide for people. Let them decide for themselves. Share and let them decide. And I'm meaning them, whoever them is. And leaving anything else at the door. Now, mind you, in my particular case, it was from past experience. Sometimes past experience will jade your current situation, so you have to leave the past exactly that, in the past, and stay in the present. So I am doing something a little bit odd on this episode, because I've been doing 90 days to a profitable business, doing the attempts for repurposing recycling, which is, it's not that it hasn't happened, it just hasn't been on video. So I need to just get on video. But something else happened tonight that was absolutely mind-blowing for me, because I had heard about this book. It's called The Purpose-Driven Life. What on earth am I here for? And I didn't know about it. I didn't understand about it. And my mom said, did you know what caused it to be written? And I said, I just recognized kind of the name, and I recognized the person. And she said, he wrote this after his mentally ill son took his life. Oh, okay. So I'm investigating this one. So I guess tonight is going to be like a book review night, kind of like this episode. I do repurpose books, and I do make them into something that they may or may not be meant to be made into. But once I buy them, they're mine, right? I can decide to keep them, let go of them, whatever. For the most part, I keep them because I also journal in them. And how come I journal in them? When they have blank pages and they're meant for reading and for studying, they get repurposed. So on this one, like, I journaled in it as well. So this one is Live Your Dreams by Terry Savelle Foy. And then what's so cool about this, see, I was hesitant about getting a second one, but the truth be told, I do not regret getting the second one. Yes, I did remember a lot of the stuff. Being an eidetic memory can be a royal pain in the utsit. But I did. I got it, and the difference is, besides the fact that it's journaled differently, this one is autographed. So this one has become so much more special. And when I did this one with intention. Meaning the full 90 days, I did every single day. Similar to this 90-day challenge that I've done videotape. Every single day I have done without hesitation. Has it been hard? Oh yeah. But I did it. And I completed this one, this very last, I ended it while I was doing this, while I've been shooting this. The 11th of, no it's not. I knew it wasn't. 13th of September. So fairly recent that I finished this one. And let's see here. Whew. I've been working on, and I know that I noticed that I had been periodic on Pep Talk. I'm big on Terry Savelle Foy. And I'm going to give you a reason real quick, yeah, I did do quite a bit of it. The reason why I do Terry Savelle Foy, and I'm so strong about Terry Savelle Foy and her ministry, I support it highly. By the way, I'm looking at creating an extension. She doesn't know this part, but she is in prayerful diligence, an extension of her ministry here in the city of Portland and throughout the state of Oregon, because it's prevalent in the middle school to 20s for taking women and putting them into human trafficking. I was one of those women. And how I got out was a miracle. And I remember how I got out. So I'm feeling it on my heart to produce that again in ministry as a nonprofit here in the state of Oregon. But to do so, I'm collecting recycling to do a business showing repurposing items that you can do repurpose. Like this desk, I repurposed it. It wasn't a massive repurpose, but it was so well repurposed that I didn't want to sell it. But I did because I didn't have the room. But I have this gut feeling. I do not know why, but I have this gut feeling it's going to bless Cindy and her family. And for that, I'm okay with it. Because that's what it's supposed to be, is a blessing. Everything I do is supposed to be a blessing. I don't remember, you may remember earlier in my days of challenge, creating these bears. And I felt like there's supposed to be disability in it and something like sensories, this kind of bear developing. Now mind you, there's no face on this. It's purposeful. As of right now, I felt like it's not supposed to have a true face on it because it's supposed to have like a way of showing feeling, for somebody who has auditory or sensory challenges. They can use this kind of bear to do that, to express themselves without fear, being able to hold on to it there are children out there that would be a blessing for it. I don't know why, I just feel the need to hold on to it and to express about it. This I called the Bridal and Baby Bear. Now, this one I haven't completely cut. Someone asked me, show it to me when it's done. Well, that's because I've been so busy with trying to get things cleared, the jewelry sold off, which I've done live jewelry presentations and put them on Facebook. And I think I might have put them here, but if not, I need to get them here. Basically, I've been busy on other things, but this is supposed to be like this. And it has a facial to being a boy, a girl, or bridal. And there is a difference on each one. So that's how it's supposed to be, is the feet and hands pulled in, and then the face, and blue, pink, or white. Blue, pink, or white setting all the way around. And in some cases, like little mini pearls. So somebody was asking me about that. That's where that goes. So I guess this one is a little bit longer than I expected. Oops. Anyhow, so book review. These three, let's see here. And the last but not least that I have been working on, and they just came out, which is probably part of why I haven't worried about it. Actually, this one I didn't. This one is actually a repurpose, because I found it in a recycling bin, and I said, on my dead body, Jesus Calling, and it's perfectly good book. You can see it's perfectly good. That open spot is where the because it's a daily devotional. And so I'm just like, So I took it on, and I've been really taking it on and repurposing it. Sarah Jakes Roberts is amazing. I read her book, Women Evolve. This is Power Moves. Oh my goodness. Her book's amazing. This one, I'm almost all the way through, and it just came out. I ordered Women Evolve before this came out, so that I would have like 1 month Women Evolves, the next one Power Moves, and I don't feel badly for it. Then we have The Dragon's Prophecy by Jonathan Cahn. Talk about one of the only guys, him, and this one is by Rick Warren. So I am all about all of these authors. These are the kind of books that I love. Book studies. I don't normally do things that are not like a devotional book or, something to that effect. I don't normally do those kind. But when they speak to me, like The Dragon's Prophecy, the Josiah Manifesto, all of Jonathan Cahn books, they're not studies like that. They are intense. He's an intense rabbi, and wow, I just cannot recommend his stuff enough. In fact, I'm going to leave a link to his stuff. I mean, that's how powerful. I hope and pray God uses me to be that strong. Plain and simple. Rick Warren, wow. When my mom told me about his back history and how this book came about, it spoke to me. Because mental illness is mental illness is a key core point on so many issues needing to repurpose. I have found that 90%, and I could be wrong on my number, 90% of women being human trafficked have mental illness when they are trafficked. I guarantee you, probably closer to 100%, once they're pulled out, will have the diagnoses of PTSD, if not other things. But that's just from experience that I say that. So, this has been way longer than I wanted to. But all of these people, so far as I know, have their own website where you can go and do books, get books and stuff. I do not get paid for any one of these books. Anything that you purchase, I will not get paid for it. I am merely sharing because of how impactful they've been for me. For really keeping an eye on my mental state and where I'm at. ADHD has been kicking my butt today. Because I misplace things left and right everywhere. And I'm just like, can you please stop? And that's talking to myself. Just stop. And I did. I passed out for almost a couple of hours because I set my alarm and I woke up before the alarm. Yes! I'm always excited when I wake up before the alarm because that means that I'm going in the right direction. However, I did wake up in a mild panic thinking that I had missed out on a day of posting, on a day of getting works done, and on a day of getting my everything set up. And I didn't. So, yes. Things are okay. Things are gonna be great. They are great. Things are really doing well. So, with that said, I'm just thrilled overall that everything has been done well. And I'm hoping that I'm able to connect with this lady that I sold the desk to. I'm hoping and praying that I can connect with her later. And I tried to connect with the others. See, the beauty of it is called networking and collaborations. And I'm all about networking and collaborating. You never know. You just never know when somebody in business can be a partner. Can be a wonderful workout session on business. Anyhow, so I have gone way over what I like to do, but I could not help myself after I recalled all the books that I have done, and in this 62 days worth of challenge, and it came to me finally about doing the ebooks and doing the core value, the hope challenge, and getting those out. I've mentioned before, contact me and we can get things set up. I don't have anything on a regular setting simply because I'm tech challenged. I'm just thrilled I can work Zoom. Hey, I got Zoom down and I got my camera down and I can film and I can post. That's huge. That's a good start. We'll figure out the rest later because I've got all the stuff to do it. I just don't know how to use the technology I've got. Anyhow, until next time.